The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, fellas. Guys, good morning. We just traded down on the NASDAQ, ES, and almost YM into blue. If we're going to hold or bounce, we best be finding it here. Good morning, Nick. Hubba hubba. Guys, good morning. Very good morning. Very, very, very good morning. The markets have COVID. The markets are just reacting to the Fed. Good morning, Gerardo. Guys, coming into the session, NASDAQ is currently down 156. ES is off another blistering 30 handles. YM down 154. Russell off 14. Gold is up $7 and change. Robert, good morning. Paul, Tim, guys, good morning. Copper, silver, crude down 30 cents. Everything is basically red. As far as equities go, I monitor some 50 stocks. The only thing that is green is the ETF GLD. That is it. And that just went flat. There isn't anything green that I see on the board. I mean, our bigger stocks, Apple's off $2.50, Facebook off $4.60, Tesla's down 38 in pre-market, Amazon's off 44, Netflix off another 14. Nvidia's down 869, Baidu's down, Google's down $50. Pick a flavor. Here is where it looks like we're heading. NASDAQ is going to head down to 14,109. We currently have 3,300 sellers. Yeah, we're headed lower, guys. I mean, this is just a sell. We do have FOMC starting tomorrow with an announcement, of course, on Wednesday. The announcement will, of course, come after we close the morning session. So the afternoon, guys, we will, we will have the opportunity to take advantage of that. In any event, as far as news goes today, nothing. December Chicago Fed National Activity Index, 945 preliminary market composite PMI, insignificant news. And everything is overshadowed right now by interest rate hikes, the Fed. Halliburton reported this morning and beat. After the close today, we have IBM. This should be a fun week for the afternoon group. Tomorrow we'll have Microsoft. I don't care about Texas Instruments. In the morning we have American Express, GE, 3M, Verizon, Xerox, no care. On, let's see here, Wednesday after the close, Tesla, Intel, Xilinx. Thursday, Juniper, who cares? Nothing on Thursday that we're interested in. So earnings really kicking off this week, guys, to coincide with the Fed. The markets are reacting to Brady losing. Could be the Bills losing. Patrick Mahomes' magical comeback with 13 seconds left. I no longer have a horse in that race. Titans are out. Bills are out. Care less now. Guess we'll go with the Rams. Or the Bengals. They were awesome games. Every one of those games, including last night. Awesome games. Best 4 games I've seen. In any event, guys, we're here. Good morning. If you folks are here on trial, good morning and welcome. Let me just go over what we've got so far. We have 2 so far gold trades on the bot. Small trade here, target one here. Insignificant stuff. And now we're going to get another long in 19 seconds. Guys, I have changed my settings on the NASDAQ. The new settings, which are the old settings. I think that's a song. The new settings are in the member area. If you guys are interested, they are in the member area. I used the previous settings for the last 5 months, 6 months, and the NASDAQ just will not trade better than 67%. I try as I may. And for those of you guys that are on trial, I've sent every one of you an update just so you understand. Actually, the NASDAQ is traded at 68%. The ES trades at 74% win rate, Russell 71, gold 75, crude 75. NASDAQ, I cannot get above 67, 68%. I've tried everything. So I have gone back to the original settings on the bot, which are now in the member area. They have been since Saturday. So if you guys would like those settings, especially if you're newer, and this may be a little confusing, right? I'm not going to share the settings in the room because A, this is recorded. B, we have trials. I'm not going to share what we do. I am, Sharon. Yes, correct. As well as just log into the member area, guys. It's there. I want to make something clear. If you log into the member area, and for instance, you will see what's changed. If you do not see something changed, i.e. target 2, target 3, ATR, etc., don't email me and ask me, what are those settings? They didn't change. Anything that has been changed is in the member area. So for instance, if I change the moving averages, those obviously would be changed. If I changed the ATR, that would be in the member area. If you do not see something in the member area that is then it's unchanged. Anybody that emails me and says, what is target 2 or what is target 3, I won't respond. Okay, it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. Guys, I get almost 100 emails a day, and I cannot respond to every single email when it should be common sense. Okay, this is trade 3 on gold. We'll see what we get here. Currently at 808. The bot is green, $595 pending the outcome of this gold trade and any other trades we may get. NASDAQ, I think, is going to get looped. We're just bouncing off of a pivot. Let me quickly read the disclaimer, and I'll show you guys some stuff. I put some effort into this over the weekend. I posted it. No one responded, or no one seemed to have any interest in it over the weekend. No one asked me any questions. Let's see here. I got to find the disclaimer, guys. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to any trade. Please trade according to your own accounts. Please trade according to your tolerance for risk. From 6 p.m. last evening until 8:11 currently. Good morning, Patrick, Chad, Kirk, good morning. 233,500 contracts. That is 3 times the average volume we experience when we come in at 8 a.m. in the morning. 3 times. Okay? I mean, today could be the royal flush. What's that going to mean to us? I can almost guarantee with high degree of confidence, many of us will experience freezing, lagging on the NASDAQ, etc. I will probably watch YM or ES on the open, which historically does not. The NASDAQ, I think, is going to be a mess. Okay? Unless we can, get something in the pre-market, etc. We have 3,000 plus, 3,100 plus net sellers currently in the NASDAQ. This is going to be, in my opinion, a bear to trade. All right? I will still offer what I'm seeing that will largely come. ES. Here is the ES. 380,500 contracts. Again, about 3 times our normal volume when we come in. Although I do not expect that the ES is going to be a rumbling, bumbling train wreck, for the first hour. At least from the standpoint that it should be a little easier for us to trade. Here is crude. A little higher volume than average. 97,000 contracts have traded, but not egregious. And gold, 54,000 contracts have traded. That's about normal. So indices, these are what I like to call suck 'em up buttercup trades. If you are going to attempt to trade the NASDAQ, and if you think you are going to trade this with a 10-handle stop, you will be mistaken. You can probably still sell the NASDAQ down here. I am not going to sell bottoms. If I have to wait till 1 o'clock in the afternoon to take trades, I will. I am not going to get whipjacked, to heck, right? I mean, here is a 38 with a 20-handle pullback instantly. Morning, Dan. Hope you're feeling better. All right, well, just share that with me, if you would. If we get there. I mean, we are clearly in shorts, fellas. All right, but, if anybody paid attention on Friday to the markets, we had a 100-handle bounce. 100. I mean, that's, listen, Steve, guys, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just telling you that the NASDAQ is going to be volatile, more volatile than maybe we've seen. So the last time we've seen any kind of volatility like this is over a year ago, not last November, but the year before, from November until January, the NASDAQ was very difficult to trade. Very. It was like what we've seen. Okay? This is better off. In my opinion, I'll offer trades. Gold got target 1 guys on the bot. Target 1 is filled. In my opinion, trade cautiously. If you're a 1 contract trader, you may wish to trade 5 micros, half the position. If you're a 3 contract trader, maybe you want to trade 1, maybe 2. I don't know. All right, let me show you guys. Thank you, Lori. I mean, we can get that. I've got a target potentially on the upside at 263, as high as 340. Now, with today's volatility, we could overshoot that area, right? I mean, I would have to believe. I would have to believe. ES blowing through the weekly 50. I don't think this is coming a whole lot further. I could be dead wrong, guys, but they're not blasting them on the open. YM they did. Big gap down in the SPYs. 7 handle gap down SPY. I think if I can get SPY down to 427 area, I will probably buy some calls. Just for a lottery ticket. Ain't nobody buying calls today. My long on the ES, guys, is going to be 31. 31. Not a shard before. Volume too high in the calls. Do a spread. Who's buying calls today? Oh, volatility. Say nobody's buying calls, especially if we push down to 27. This is the only interest I have on the ES. Right there, 31. Premium is jacked up on calls? Really? Well, they know. I told you guys last week when they jacked the premium on puts, they knew. We're going to get a bounce. Here comes NASDAQ. Here comes ES. Here comes that 31. I'm going to look to take off 2 at 45. Which I can adjust if I have to. Don't you do that. What a rat bag. That's the area, guys. 31. If she's going to go, that's the area. NASDAQ's trying. There goes NASDAQ. NASDAQ's headed to 31.33. ES has to get above 32 and it'll fly now. Target one, I'm going to adjust 37. On a long, Lori. Nice job. On a long, I assume. There goes your NASDAQ, guys. NASDAQ got to 170. NASDAQ's at 180. What the hell is this? 218. We're at 180. Russell took a long on the bot. 195. All right. Russell on the bot got, I can't move it, guys. Got target. There it is. Target one. Target two. Target three. All three targets hit. NASDAQ is going to now trade 259. Disregard my chart. We are at 207, 212, 210, 26. It's going to trade 259. 195. $208. If anybody wants a long in the NASDAQ, you have a call it 255 target. It's crazy volatile. It's up and down 20, 30 handles. This ES. Why do I even waste my freaking time with the ES? Seriously, why in God's name do I even attempt to trade this piece of crap? Another long in the Russell. Target two filled. Target one, target two filled quickly. NASDAQ back to 212. Your target on the NASDAQ is about 250. Somewhere between 250 and 60. Out on the Russell, on the runner. My target is between 50 and 60. Between 50 and 60. Another freaking Russell trade. Are you kidding me? Another Russell trade. And another winning trade on the Russell. Target one. 4 for 4 on the Russell. No, we're at 245. I mean, unless now my trade station is freaking lagging, which I don't think that's the case. Trade number 4. Whoop. It got 260. Thank you, thank you. All right. So we got first target finally on this ES. Not without a whole hell of a lot of aggravation. Everybody good on the NASDAQ, guys? I'm out of this thing. I'm out of that ES trade. I got the first target, no runner. Everybody good, right? I mean, it's crazy, fellas. Crazy. This is no easy trade. Yeah, this is not any. I mean, this is not for the faint of heart. This is if you try using a 10 handle stop or 15 handle stop. Good luck. Guten Luck. My DOM is correct. My charts are obviously not. Oh my God, another. Okay, so we got a long on the NASDAQ bot. And we have now another long on Russell, which is trade number 5. And that's a losing trade. I mean, it's bound to happen. This thing is trying to go higher, though. All these trades are in the same small area. This is completely, you can see this is totally foobarred. Yeah, totally foobarred. I got to shut this off. I'll let it run its course. Yeah, we're at 168. My NASDAQ charts are all incorrect. We're at 157. ES may come back down to 15 area. $150. Joel, early this morning I did, and there's your 15 on the ES. I don't have time to play with that right now, buddy. This data delay is beyond anything I can even comprehend with Ninja. It's just on the NASDAQ, and it's every single NASDAQ chart. We are at 133. We're coming into the lows again. If you guys look at your DOM on the NASDAQ, my DOM is correct. Okay. But if you look at your DOM, it's untradeable. It is untradeable. Right? Look at your DOMs. Look at what they're showing for bids and offers. 1 contract, 2 contracts. They're just flash PMI is going to have no effect on this market. 0, none, less than 0, none. This is all about the Fed. That's what this market is about. They're sending them a message, guys. Sending them a message. Out on that NASDAQ, guys, obviously. Anybody take the ES short when it was up at around 18? I said we're coming to 15. I can trade the ES. I cannot trade the NASDAQ. I can probably trade the YM. NASDAQ, forget NASDAQ. Let me do something here. ES, guys, probably now bounces back long, maybe to 13. Maybe. I cannot trade the NASDAQ. Come on, go get target number 2. Come on. There it is. Hit target, no fill. You skink. Come on. Out on Russell, but I don't think that's going anywhere long. NASDAQ is at 150. YM is still in an area that it needs to bounce, and it should. Same with the ES, unless it just completely is going to die. This 430809 area is worth, in my opinion, a small trade. I'm going to put 1 on the ES. It already bounced. If it's going to bounce, it's going to bounce. I mean, this could be a 50 handle trade. It could be, a small loss in here. I'd like to get it back to 27. Tell me another Russell trade. God almighty, you guys may want to shut this thing off. This is trade number 7. I mean, this is absurd. Trade filled. Target 1 filled. Another one hits target and doesn't fill. All right, guys, I'm about done with this ES. I'm done. Target 2 filled. Hey, Joel, are you in the room? I'll play with that thing when the market slows down a bit. It's just too crazy for me to use the breakout right now. Dow's down 570. 3. NASDAQ, guys, is currently at 117. 114. All right, all 3 targets hit that time. I mean, I give you credit for throwing a trade on, Todd. On the NASDAQ, I mean, ES, that's, you can control that loss or gain. The NASDAQ, you can't control right now. I mean, this thing is just insane. This is where NASDAQ needs to bounce, guys. We're at 060. 060. So what is the likely scenario here? Target hit. Target hit already. We're at 178. Next target up, 232. ES a little easier to trade. I hate the son of a gun, but it's easier to trade. I hate the ES. Anybody else in crude? Can't even adjust. Tell you what I'm going to do, guys. Russell, I would target 1900 on Russell. All right, Chris. There you go. Thank you, Kelly. I would hold the net if you're short Russell. Brother Free, I have a target on the Russell on the weekly at 1900, 1899. Now I don't know that we can get there today, but I have no downside targets on the hourlies. I would have to build a chart, which I cannot do. So the only thing that I can possibly do at this point would be to shut Ninja down and try to reload it. That's it. Knowing that I have another Russell trade. So if this sucker goes to target, the bot will be green in spite of a massive loss in the NASDAQ. This is trade 10. I mean, this is just bananas. 10 trades, bananas. It's trying to bounce off of blue here. Yeah, out. I'm not liking these shorts down here, guys. I mean, 8 winning trades out of 10. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, we're not getting trades anywhere else. Not in gold, not in crude, not in the ES. NASDAQ, forget. Let's see here. 97. No. Let me see where the NASDAQ is. Yeah, the NASDAQ is actually, data is good now. I can turn it on. 66. No, this is not good. We're in a bear market, dude. Are you kidding? We're in a bear market. Nice job. Nice job. We'll get them, guys. Even if it's this afternoon in the afternoon group, we'll get a bounce. Right now, they're still just piling on. And this is a rough in the passer trade if ever I've seen one. ES is completely blown through that 43.30. Completely. It's $199 a month. It's a separate room. Bitcoin is down to 33,000 bucks, fellas, and change. I will tell you, for those of you guys that are newer or potentially interested, the afternoon session is far easier to trade. We do as well, if not better, in the afternoon. NASDAQ's blowing out. New York City mayor took first payment in Bitcoin about a week ago. Do you mean the mayor that was just seen at a New York Knicks basketball game with 30,000 of his closest friends and no mask? That mayor? The guy that mandates everybody else in the city has to wear a mask wherever you go, a gym, a restaurant? That guy? Him, yeah. No. If you guys are here on trial, I do not give access to the afternoon session. And let me tell you why. The afternoon session is no different than this session, okay? It's the same. However, exactly, do as I say, not as I do, Democrats, exactly. However, the link is, I do them for a month at a time. See you tomorrow, Rich. I do them for a month at a time. Once I issue the link, I can't cancel your link, right? So I can't do trials in the afternoon. There's, most of you guys are here to see the bot anyways, not my order flow trades. I'm shutting off this damn bot, guys. This volatility is just. I shut off the NASDAQ again. It's not going to take another trade for me. I shut off crude. It's not going to take a trade. ES is not taking a trade today. Yeah, the afternoon is a lot, in my opinion, a lot more fun to trade. Now today might be crazy volatile like that. I can't even. The only reason I haven't shut my Ninja down, guys, you see how I have frozen charts? What's going to happen is these charts will not shut down, and I'll still have to do a forced shutdown. All right, the hell with it. Can't load crude, or crude didn't load. Poor little Ninja, guys. Just cannot keep up. Guys, this will, if we get these targets here, the bot will be up nicely. It's up 160 now, all thanks to the Russell. It's up 160. Thank you, Russell. Target 2 filled. We're now up 345. And that's with a hellacious hit on the NASDAQ. ES, I can't do anything with. All right, guys, I think I can trade NASDAQ now. Can't move my DOM. Here is order flow. At least I can see order flow. Looking for buyers, none. 4,000 net sellers. All three targets hit on the Russell. God, she is a beaut. Up 670. Bot. All right, guys, I'm shutting them off. That's where we end. The only thing trading is the Russell. I've never seen the Russell take 13 trades. Never. Last week, for the entire week, it took 18. It took 18 for the whole week. It's taken 13 today with 10 winners. Yeah, man. There's not much I can do here, guys. Now my order flow is frozen. I have two charts that won't load. We're at 500,000 contracts already. We're at 1020. Well, it took a short at 1014, which went to a loss. No, I checked your Russell today. Russell and crude were fine. It took a losing trade when I shut down, right? So I did not get this trade. This is when I logged off, but you should have all of these same trades. So here's the thing, guys. You know, when they take a losing trade or a winning trade, it doesn't do me any good for somebody to say, you took a trade I didn't get. I can't help you, right? Send me a screenshot if you want, and I'll match it up to mine. Now, I would have a losing trade, which I have noted or notated for records, but that's when I logged off of Ninja to try to reset this. I still have three charts that won't load. Russell. Oh, no wonder why this won't load. There we go. So Russell won't load. And I have a NASDAQ chart that won't load. A 5-minute NASDAQ chart won't load. Ninja can't keep up with the volume, guys. Are you still running your Ninja bot? Nice job, Rick. Are you still running the Russell bot? I mean, at 11 o'clock, guys, I'm going over the trades. I'm going to show you what the bots took. It ain't going to be much because it's largely the Russell show. You know, gold hit all three targets on a trade. I have NASDAQ trying again for a long. We do not have, a universe full of sellers here. We've only got 3,800 net sellers, and we're down 415 points. I'm telling you, they're going to bounce this at some point today or tomorrow. I showed you guys a weekly chart on the NASDAQ. We are in the cloud. We've broken that area that I thought we might hold, but we're in the cloud. This is where we're going to bounce. We're trying to bounce out of here on the weeklies. It's in your DNA to suck it up and hold a trade. We're going to 188. It is not in my DNA. I'll scalp it, 10, 15 handles, but it's not in my DNA to want to sit with this thing. Now, again, we're down to 1,900 net sellers. There we go. Okay, got order flow. We're down to 1,900 sellers. And if we can maintain, we've got to maintain like 116, guys. 116. Come on. There we go. Got block buyers here. I'm looking for a size buyer. There's, 20. It's not, not making me warm and fuzzy. Got a 110 here. Still not what I'm looking for. I want to see, a 2, 3, 400 contract buyer, one tick, one print, somebody or, where I see and I can say, okay, market maker is stepping in and somebody is buying contracts. Guys, 1,900 contract negative delta is nothing. Remember the other day when I told you that, when we were selling off and I said it's not a heavy negative delta. We're going to trade to 88. Missed a huge long winner on the Russell. I should just let the Russell trade today. All right, I got to do it. I got to turn it on again. Hell with it. Now, if it takes so long, it does. Let me see if these candles are still ginormous and it makes this so hard. I'm looking for a buyer. One guy. All right. I let the Russell take another trade. This could be target one again. This thing is a freaking beast. And I had it off for this 3 target 2 hit and filled. Guys, NASDAQ's long. I'm telling you it's going to 88. It's going to 88. If it's in your trade plan to hold a trade, you're going to 88, 87. It's at 42, 40, 39, 36, 37, 38, 42. I mean, it's across the board. There's no stability, but it's going. This is a close your eyes and it's put your target at 86, 87, 88. Out. 2 targets only. I don't even know what the hell trade this is anymore. 10, 13. This is trade 14 for me. Russell took 18 trades all last week. It's already taken it. I've shut mine off. But listen, I logged into your computer this morning. Okay. By the time you saw the email that I couldn't see your bots, I had to log out. I'll do it at 11 o'clock, as soon as I close the room. I guarantee you it's, there's just one thing off if it's not. My bot has been off all, after I took that massive trade loss on the NASDAQ, I've had it off all day. I can't trade it. Anybody long NASDAQ, fellas? Anybody long? There's 65. Okay, Johan. There's 65, 66. Call it 87 for 85 for target 1. 85. And if this gets through 207, 208, this sucker is going to need to pack a lunch. Nice job, Deepak, from 32. It's going to get you to 85 to 87, guys. Just got to break some small resistance at 68. Obviously, trade as you see fit, but geez, you're long 3. My man. Nice, Ozzy. My man, Deepak. Back down to 32. It's volatile, fellas. This is lunacy. Once we get rid of Europe, this will slow down this afternoon. Ooh, Crude Bot's going to take a trade. In 2 minutes, we'll get a bot trade on crude. I'll let it take that trade. And pull back to 17. Got close to target. 68. Not close enough, but still a nice. Guys, we're down to 1,700 net sellers. Yeah, I like crude to the long side. Everything is going to bounce. Everything is going to bounce. SPY has a gap fill up to 37.96. Let me see if anything's green. No. Nothing. Peloton is up 35 cents. That's it. Cisco's up 10 cents. Apple is at 156 and change. I'm sorry, 158 and change. Off the lows. Facebook is 295, down $7, couple bucks off the lows. Tesla's down $57 off the lows. Yeah, Peloton's a buy. Not for me. My money is on once we get rid of Europe, we will trade back up to 175 to 200. Once we get rid of Europe. Yeah, I am green as well, but not. I mean, I've only done 3 trades. I'm up $320. That's it. I got all day, man. I just need one more trade. It's a good day. One trade. Crude lost it on the last candle. Crude's going to trade to 84.24. Damn, my short on crude was a monster. Uh, 10, 11 years ago. TD Ameritrade just came back with the NQ. Guys, look at the volume on the NASDAQ. 581,000. We are over our average daily volume, and it's only 1042. ES, I'm guessing, then has to be somewhere over 1 million. Got to be. Let me see where the ES is. $1.3 million. $1.3 million. We are going to trade back to VWAP. We're going to trade back to 33. NASDAQ is setting up to go again. Hang on, let me look at NASDAQ because I can trade it now. NASDAQ's going to go, guys, again. It just has to get through this 117, maybe 123, 124 area, and it pops again. Down to 1,600, guys. I'm telling you, I think the selling is done. All right, I'm going to take this long, guys. God dang it, this thing is This thing is just mooey insane. Just insane. Utterly insane. Come on, Rat Bag. Trade up to 65 again, 68. Give me 80. Down to under 1,500 net sellers. Under 1,500. And slightly over now. Back under. Going to go under 1,400. Under 1,400. Under 1,400. Back over 14. Back under 14. We go under 12. I'm willing to bet you this gets a green delta. I'm willing to bet this goes green delta. If you guys want to take, $400 or $500, whack at it. Your prerogative. I think we go set 80. But your prerogative. Trade it according to your account, right back down. All right, guys. Crude took its first trade for the day. Well, it'll be the only trade. Sellers back into the NASDAQ. Son of a bitch. Back up to 1,900 sellers. Come on, NASDAQ. I think once we get rid of Europe, we trade to 250, with 260, which is where I like the short. Back to 1,900. 500 sellers came in this block. You dog. If it breaks, I sell it at 70. That's my kill, 70. 30 seconds to the next candle. Come on, hold that 70. Don't do it. $15 seconds. My DOM is frozen. I can't even close the trade. There we go. 1, 0. Come on, give me buyers. Got buyers, small. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Gave a trade, didn't go to target. It's up $500-600, did not go to target. I'm not shorting down here. Guys, for those of us in the afternoon session, we'll get them in the afternoon. We go to trend. Yeah, it's a whole lot easier to trade, I'll tell you that. Let me sell the close. Oh, see if we can get another roll. Back up to 2,500 sellers. Still too small. Oh, you know what? I will be willing to bet when I did the forced shutdown. Too small. Here's a bounce off of 26. Off of yellow, we should trade back up to orange. That's what should happen. Unless we blow down below 80, in which case we could trade down to 850. I just don't think we have enough sellers to do that. Another target one on the Russell. Another target one on the Russell. I'll go over trades, guys, in 10 minutes. Slow and slower. Still can't adjust. Oh, maybe. Yeah, now I can. YM is long. 608. 30 at 17. Should trade 720. It's already at 630. This is crazy. ES should trade back to 321. I mean, you're going to have to be, liberal with your stops. Russell is about ready to go. If Russell can get above 1972. It was a good year. I was 10. If it can get above 1972, it can trade back up 86, 87. RTY. 1972. If anybody is interested. So let's take a look at gold. Just, oh, this is going to suck. I did a forced shutdown, so I lost all of my ellipses and everything. This is going to stink. Okay, trade number 1 on gold. If you guys have the bot and want to follow along and try to compare your trades, do so. 7:12 a.m. So for my trials, just to reiterate, the bot starts trading in 3 instruments, gold, ES, NASDAQ, at 6 a.m. Eastern. Okay? All bots are done at 11. Crude comes on at 11:55. I'm sorry, 8:55, and then the Russell at 9:30. So trade number 1, losing trade. Looks like it missed by a tick. Trade number 2, winning trade, target 1 only. Trade number 3, targets 1 and 2. Trade number 3. Trade number 4. So 3 trades. We have 2 winners and a loser. Trade number 4 is a winner. 3 winners, 1 loser. Trade number 5. This is where no, that's not. It's a loser. Trade number 6, all 3 targets. And this would have just taken a trade number 7, but my bot has been off. So 6 trades, 4 winners, 2 losers. Okay? And then I'll mark this for statistics only, but my bots have been off. That is gold. I'm doing the easy ones first because the Russell's going to take me a month. No trade on the ES today. No ES trade. NASDAQ took, so NASDAQ had some chop early on. And then this humongous trade for better than 150 handles. And then this is where I shut it off on that long. I'm not even going to mark them on this long, right? At 9:39. My data was skewed, and it was a FUBAR trade from day 1, as soon as it entered. Crude took this long and has been stopped out. Losing trade on crude. Let me mark that. Losing trade. All right, here comes the fun. This might take us a while. Here is RTY. RTY had a day. I think RTY probably totaled last week's trades in entirety. For those of you guys that, maybe considering, if you're a 2-instrument bot, considering 2 instruments, I strongly suggest Russell one of them. This is trade number 1, winning trade. Okay? Trade number 2, winning trade. Trade number 3, winning trade. Trade number 4, first target only, but a winning trade. Trade number 5, first losing trade of the day for the Russell bot. Trade number 5, losing trade. Okay, trade number 6. This is the same trade. This was the trade, and you got another signal here. All it is a signal. It's not an additional trade. It's just another short signal. Winning trade. Okay. Trade number 7, winning trade. Trade number 8, winning trade. So it's 8-1 at this point. 7 winners, 1 loser. Trade number 9, another winning trade. Okay, this is all trade number 10. This is the original signal. These are just subsequent signals. Okay, that's trade number 10. Trade number 11 is a losing trade. Trade number 12 is a winning trade. Russell's badass, man. Trade number 13, winning trade. Trade number 14, winning trade. Trade number 15, winning trade. Trade number 16, winning trade. You guys getting tired of this? That's it. 16 trades, guys. 13 winners. Last week, the damn thing took 18 trades for the week with 15 winners. No, I'll let the bot trade Russell. I don't trade Russell. Russell hates me, dude. Hates me. Anybody at, bot total. Duh. Sorry, guys. Let me give you the bot total. Bot finished up $480 today. We were up well over 1,000. You're welcome, Albert. We were up well over $1,000, even after that hellacious hit on the NASDAQ. And crude screwed us for, I don't know, 1,700 on that trade, and still up $480. Last week, crude was 4 for 4. The week before, it was 3 for 3. So I guess it was due for a losing trade. So up $480 on the bot. If you guys are here on trial, that's your totals. Russell was the superstar today. I've never seen anything like that. I really have I've never seen the Russell. I've never seen any instrument take so many trades in a day. I mean, even gold took, I guess 6 trades is not much. I mean, I've seen that before. Guys, anybody have any questions? Are there any questions? You as well, Jeff. Fellas, listen, it was a crazy, crazy day. I do not anticipate that tomorrow will be much different. We're heading into FOMC, which begins tomorrow. Will culminate on Wednesday at 2 o'clock with an announcement relative to interest rate hikes or not, and then a conference with Jay Powell at 2:30 on Wednesday. I think we are, in my opinion, getting close, to some kind of reversal, at least in the NASDAQ. But I have no way of knowing. I can only look at weekly charts now, which I have not had to use weeklies in Lord knows how long. Guys, have a blessed day. If anybody needs me, please send me a email. If you guys are with me at 1 o'clock, buy gold miners ahead of the Fed, fellas. If you guys are with me at 1 o'clock, I will see you in a couple hours. I'm going to head